Yeah, I'm still curious how Night's gonna run, and if it runs, how
Ladies and maidens,
how it looks.
I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment. Up until a few seconds ago, I scheduled everyone in the room and the first cartoon.
Oh, the Justice League cartoons on Netflix? No, I did not know that.
Lava captive of
I don't think it's on Netflix here
warming you up, bats.
because it's regional, right? But
Facility, with a combined
either way, I have a way to.
ding, 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 it's wrong.
Yeah, the Asylum in City will be fine unless they like completely botch it, which is a possibility. Especially since they're the original versions. Like, there's literally no reason why these games shouldn't be able to run on a Switch.
Gordon, try and contact the warden.
It's just Night that's kind of iffy. Hey, Hero, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, like I said, it's original versions. You can tell by watching the trailer.
If you think I'll let you run.
Always with the heroes. Ooh, I'm getting bored of watching you. Why didn't you just come find me? You know it's a trap.
Of course it is. Everywhere.
I think they are including the DLCs. I don't know why they wouldn't, other than to sell them to you again. But that's generally not how they do things.
Warning. Security breach in level 2. Warning.
You like how wonky Batman looks?
Can you?
I mean,
Batman, over here.
that's weird. I don't know what to say to that. Well, that's different, but yeah. I mean, in like new releases, they usually include all the DLC.
These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I strap them up to them. Zaz is down, but not for long.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
I don't know, man. People like Kite Man. I personally have no problem with random obscure characters getting
Radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
stuff, as long as that stuff is good.
She never was very bright.
Patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners.
Will it be good? I have no idea, but
Who's that behind them?
on principle, I have nothing against it.
Joker. He's free. How'd he break out?
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy. It's not good. I'll keep trying.
DLC's games are too big for most storage in Steam. The DLC isn't most of the size. Most of the size is like textures and shit, which they're gonna have to scale down to run on the Switch anyway. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
This isn't a simple escape.
Yeah, it was day one DLC.
Planning this.
Help me!
You got a download code for it in the box with your new copy.
I can't!
It's an extra 10 gigs. You're assuming it'll be the same size it is on Steam at full resolution. That's a bad assumption. Given that, as I just said, they're gonna have to compress everything down anyway for the game to even function. You miss those days? Anyway, you're missing the point. The point is, it's not going to be the same thing. So don't worry about the size. It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. You miss download codes? Why? You miss not being able to get the full game when you buy a used copy? I don't. Fuck that. they taxed the transaction. Like you paid taxes on it. That's pretty normal. No?
Quick, get in here before more of them come.
Sefton get a cut to the Switch release? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what arrangement he had with Warner Brothers, but generally, no. The actual people who worked on the original games don't get royalties or anything like that.
Open the door you came in.
I should go back to the holding cells.
Still full price. Yeah, that's Call of Duty for you.
Batman, what's happening?
Do I get royalties on my mobile game? I wish, dude.
I bet you're wondering how I did it.
Sefton Hill, the director, the creative director of Rocksteady until earlier this year.
Ow! Frankie, go way back! I got another
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells. I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan?
I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere.
I'd have a lot more money if I got royalties.
I'm grabbing
A
everything.
hate relationship. I wouldn't put it that way, but some people certainly do.
I should switch to my forensic scanner and reveal the trail.
What the hell happened?
How did you like that, T-Man? No way you're following us now.
There's not really anything to know. It's just that they worked on the game and people meme about him because he was the guy in charge of these games. That's it. That's the whole,
I know you can hear me. I've got a little something for you to
the
listen.
entire joke.
Harley and Frank are stealing out of the building with the old man. How are they going to tackle those cars? Let's have a listen, shall we?
Hey, Frank, where you been? Joker's got you out of the way. They're coming around the front of the asylum. Gotta stop them getting in. Quick, get over there. Damn, come on, everyone, cover the main entrance.
How many are there, Bowles? Hang on, how the hell do you know what... Bowles! Frank, what are you doing? No, put it down!
Frank, what the hell? Quick! It's clear! Get your ass in here!
That piece of work,
Bloody with a hired help, Harley.
Batman.
I believe I have a city command.
That sounds like Frankie's working out just fine. Another valuable employee for the organization.
You don't have to.
I don't have.
I watched the Flash movie. You're in love with it? Really? That's interesting.
Okay, watch this. No one gets anything moves. Coming this way, he's dead.
Or is it just finishing?
Oh, look who it is! I am pointy ears batting.
It gets into GDQ again. Yeah, that would be the nearest future way for me to play the game. Be getting into GDQ.
What's going on? Attention! We have an escaped patient. Dresses like a bat.
It's very interesting.
Oh, what an idiot! Should be considered obsolete and dangerous. Personally, I think the best solution is to put him out of this misery. It's the only reliable cure.
Okay, well that's rude. Kind of fucks with this strat. Hey, Eli.
You think it was gonna be that easy, that? I sent a few more of my boys your way. Let's see how you deal. They were just like family. How could you? I think I'm going to cry.
Did not expect that scan to work.
I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Hey, Batman!
It was a massacre.
I didn't mind the, like, the story as a whole.
We apologize for this interruption.
I,
Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay Area with some breaking news.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I guess I didn't mind, like, the idea of it. I just was really not into the execution, and there were some kind of major issues in it for me personally.
Harley tells me that the Batman's car is still parked.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they would just have a substitute teacher handle that, but I guess you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
The entire island will soon be under my control. That's right, boys.
There's a supply of explosive.
Hey, Cal, thanks for the good luck.
Harley trashed the car. Looks like there was a scuffle. I need to search the area.
Oh, I hated the cameos.
There could be a clue.
Cameos were so forced.
I need to isolate a trail
For me.
of the crime scene around the Batmobile that'll lead me to.
It didn't help that, like, a couple weeks before that movie came out, there was, like, an episode of Titans that did basically the same thing. And it came out, like, right after Across the Spider-Verse, which, frankly, handles the multiverse stuff way better than any other thing has up to this point.
Paging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine Dr. Howard. I want all the doctors rounded up. Search every inch of the medical building. I need it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can. If another doctor tries to run and gets out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die. Hell, I may do that anyway. Sounds fun.
Get off of me!
Shut it. Get down there with the others.
Oh, I did it again. Oh my god. Every fucking time I enter this room, I forget that I have to do something different.
I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Yeah, I haven't really got to, like, the real multiverse stuff in the CW yet. Like, the like Earth 2 stuff in Flash is really as far as I've gotten on that. And like obviously crossing over with Supergirl. The multiverse thing.
Is there a doctor in the house? No?
But I haven't gotten to any of the like major multiverse crossovers. Curious how those work out.
The room's clear. You're safe now.
I don't know what happened. I'm here, Mike. Hold still. I'll get you free.
You okay? We're safe.
Any of the Arkham games canon? Canon with what? It's like its own universe.
That means son of a...
It's the bat!
I think Arkham Batman showed up in a comic once as part of some multiverse bullshit. But like, yeah, other than that, not really. I think it's just entirely its own thing. Bruce Wayne is Batman, yes, that's just Batman stuff.
Board showing power to fan 1.
The canon of this universe is the same, or not the canon. A lot of the like canon backstory of this universe has a lot of overlap with the comics, but it's not necessarily actually within the same universe as the comics. That's probably the best way to explain it. Thought it was the same canon as the animated series? No, not really. It's very, very, very inspired by the animated series in a lot of key ways, but no, it's its own thing.
Will all patients please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation?
Our findings have led to debates about
I mean, those are spin-off comics of the games. That's not really what I was talking about, but yeah, those exist.
psychotic episodes.
Batman!
Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys. See if he can detect being punched in the face.
There are no tool-assisted speedruns of Arkham games. There are no task tools for this generation.
Don't get too full of yourself, Bats. I'm just softening you up.
Maybe one day.
This is a preview to the main event. You'll see.
Remember, a happy patient is a quiet patient.
Oh, I'm not sure I can keep it a secret any longer. I've got 2 old friends coming to the party. One of them is just terrified you'll leave without saying hello. The other, well, let's just say he's going to be as surprised to see you as you will be to see him.
That's Doc.
Well, yeah, everything's canon because of the multiverse, but like that's not what anybody means when they ask that, you know?
I have done exactly as you've asked.
Like something can be technically true, but not a helpful answer to a question, you know?
Red permission. Then I've been ordered to make sure you are taken out ASAP. Looks like you're a bothering ship. Gotta tell you.
Oh, please, no! No!
And even then, unless there's like a very explicit crossover moment between 2 universes, they are 2 separate universes, and that's all there is to that.
Will all patients please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation? Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you.
The boss says he's
somewhere. Spread out. What kind of hospital
Don't think Prime Earth exists after Crisis. Something like that.
Ooh, easy. Oh, think about it. I got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just...
Yeah, and like also speaking of that, if you do want to consider every DC thing to be part of the same multiverse, you still have some conflicts because like there's been multiple multiverse destroying crossover moments that are like kind of inherently incompatible with each other. So I think the only way you can reasonably reconcile that is to say that it's not all the same multiverse. Yeah, trying to understand comic book canon at all is honestly a lost cause.
Please help me, Batman.
Yes, I did get it, John, and I read it. It was all right. I was a little underwhelmed, to be honest. The like 9 months of build-up was not really worth it. You think I should do a major skip? I'll think about it. Hey, Coconut, welcome to the stream.
I'm sorry, Jim.
It's weird that they have a canon timeline. I mean, it's good to have some kind of, like,
Barbara.
continuity so that people, like, know what has happened to the characters in the past for, like, context and whatever, and so the writers can have some context. And, like, yeah, it's gonna get a little murky when you're talking about 90 years of comic book history, but, like, it's not inherently a bad thing to have some kind of consistent canon, to have like a main timeline. And you can have things that branch off the main timeline, you can have things that are completely separate from the main timeline, but like having a main timeline is good to have, like just an anchor.
Don't let us die.
Which speedrun category do I prefer? I don't know. Just whichever one I don't know. I like a lot of the different categories. They're all pretty interesting in their own ways. It's on Batman Arkham. I mean, there's not really much to have an opinion on. It's just kind of a spam hell. Oh, that was close. Alright, I guess we'll take it. Even though this run is pretty bad now.
Can you hear me? Bruce, what?
It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
Are you lost, little bat? Having trouble figuring out what's real and what's just a figment of your twisted little mind? Same here. Just roll with it, bats. It gets easier once you get in. It really does. Listen, no more tricks. Just one gas. And a little more. Your fascist police commissioner is just through the glass. Take a look. Harley's under strict instructions to kill the old man. If any of my guys even think you're in the room, they're patrolling. Maybe you don't care about the old man after all. Which may be a good thing, because if any of my boys see you...
Joker's not messy. He wants the old man kept safe from Batman. If anyone gets near him, it won't be me carrying the can.
No problem. Nothing's getting past me. Batman will be a dead man, and I'll be famous.
Whatever. Get over there and keep looking. Now go!
That word also just didn't exist in 2009.
And Harley kills the old man.
Are they putting gambling ads on my stream? Man, that sucks. It's very rude. I wish I could, like...
You took longer than I
choose certain any big time save opportunities. The entire run, I can just play better. That's really how this category works. That is some really weirdly specific trolling there.
I will break you this time.
It didn't charge me. There we go.
Oracle.
I mean, the game would be a lot shorter if we had no bad guys. Speedrun would be a lot easier. There'd be no Gargoyle Titan strat on hard. Maybe there should be less bad guys.
What's the deal with Dead Man's Point? It's been a favorite suicide location on Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Yeah, I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate from leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
Hey, Rupture, thanks for the good luck. No, I don't think so.
Identity confirmed. Disabling countermeasures. Security deactivated.
On.
I see.
I'm going after her. She was heading to the mansion with cash. I'm going up top via the catacombs.
Yeah, who does build the Batcave? That's a good question.
Took a little longer to...
I feel like the only person that could is Bruce. but like he ain't got time for that.
Why a...
I mean, no, I guess Batman did build this one because like he brought a bunch of supplies here over the years.
I've been digging deeper into Dr. Young.
He just like brings a steel beam in the car every time he drives to the asylum until eventually he has a full layer.
Hey, this is weird.
And with people breaking out every other Tuesday, he drives to the asylum a lot.
I've hacked into her email account. 2 mails stand out. The first is a resignation letter dated last week. Sounds like she was trying to get away.
Yeah, there's no way they could like contract it out because like
Well, Jack White. It's a long
then people would know there's a Batcave.
She's begging to stop the experiment, says it's too dangerous. She's not listening. Let's see. Random threats to her family, a couple of bad jokes.
It's the Robins do it. Jeez, no wonder Jason was so mad.
Go on.
He says, I'm coming for you. I want what I paid for. And then...
That's like a pretty common thing to add to the end of your username.
No mystery why she's so scared. I'm coming up to the surface. I'll find her.
Yeah, that checks out, John.
Ding dong, Joker again. So,
Couldn't even finish the bridges.
surprises along the way. He decides to turn up and spoil the fun. Oh, and if you hear a shot in the dark,
Yeah, I mean, Jason was working on it, but we all know how that turned out.
getting hurt. I want to check this out, Mr. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, that's what it was in the Nolan movies. It's just like it was pretty much already all there. Oh, whoops. This isn't optimal.
Be careful. They're both loose cannons. Cheap trigger fingers and...
He sealed himself inside a wall. Oof. Like Cask of Amontillado style, except he did it to himself.
So, what you gonna do when we're finally out of here?
Hey, I've got a cousin in Metropolis who needs some heavy people, you know, knocking on doors, some money.
Breaking some legs if they don't pay.
Good time. You want it?
I mean, by the time he like joins the Justice League and shit, there's probably tech that like can build the cave for him. Or like Cyborg gives it some upgrades or something, I don't know. You can explain it away if you want to.
She's in the document somewhere in the mansion. I want it out.
King Shark's gonna die quick. Batman brings the shark repellent. Yeah, don't play as King Shark for the Batman boss fight. That's a good pointer. And don't play as Deadshot or Harley either, because we already know Batman can destroy those ones. So it sounds to me like Captain Boomerang is gonna be the play. How did Batman get permits to build a space station in Earth's orbit? He's rich, that's how. Also, I'm sure Superman could have like had a conversation with the president and okayed it.
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bat?
That's amazing tech, but they never use it to improve the lives of ordinary citizen. I mean,
They'll squeeze the formula out of us soon enough. Not to mention the army of clowns ripping this place apart. One way or another.
there's a big difference between having one relatively experimental piece of technology and having something that you can mass produce that will like significantly improve quality of life for people. But the real explanation is just one of those things makes for a much more interesting story than the other.
Joker's thugs were trying to get
President
into
of Earth. Well, like,
Couldn't get through the main door.
I mean,
Find a different way in.
actually, who is in charge of space? I know nobody, but like, who would you have to talk to if you wanted to build a space station, you know? I don't think the UN deals with space.
Oracle, I'm on.
Yeah, but NASA is just the US. Yeah, that sounds right, all my guts. I feel like you could just do it. Like, the only thing stopping you is, like, money. But, as established, money isn't an issue in this case. In the future, when space travel is, like, much more viable, in theory at least. They'll probably have to, like, have a little more governance around that.
This is stupid.
Yeah, you don't even have to build something that's like capable of going to space. You just have to have something that will be fine in space and bring it there. How do you even define a border in space? I mean, how do you define a border on land? It's just kind of arbitrary.
It's the bat! Welcome to the Arkham Library. History is so important. Medicine here, murder there. It's enough to drive anyone crazy.
I think punching and a normal punch and a counter are the same, but a critical strike does way more damage. And also countering tends to be much slower.
First, shame on you. Well, here's the punchline. 2 minutes, and the giggle gas goes boom.
Mathematical points in space. I mean, the thing is that, like, the planets move and stuff, you know? It's not an unsolvable problem, but it's not, like, a super easy thing to define, but it's, like, also not dissimilar to defining borders on land, because land moves and changes.
Thank you, Bat.
What's that you've got there, Bats? No!
And in general, it takes a very long time for land to move and change, but like a couple of... Oh, cool. A couple inches here and there is important if you're defining the border of your governance. Well, the space station orbits around the planet.
I can't believe you insisted on.
So that's not necessarily how that works either.
Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce.
Doing anything in space is just really complicated in general.
Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Come on, keep up. We're nearly there.
But I'm sure...
Please, there's no need for this.
Stay where you are.
I'll give you whatever you want.
I'm sure with people like Batman and Cyborg and Superman, they could figure something out that would be not a big issue.
Stay away from me!
That's interesting. I think I saw something about that, but I didn't read the article or anything. I didn't think too much of it, because those don't always pan out.
Is he okay?
And by don't always, I mean historically have never panned out.
All that money, he'll be just fine.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old and all alone.
Yeah, we're getting there, but
Whatever you say, Gordon.
not quite
his
yet.
butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry about that. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay?
Yeah, I'd need more information, but that's I don't know how you would identify a molecule from that distance.
I don't know. It's this city. There's something wrong with it. And listen, son. I need you.
I mean, we have some very impressive telescopes and shit, but they're not that impressive, you know? Nice. That tends to be what the internet does with information. Just take the headline of the article at face value and spread it as absolute fact. Okay, cool. Evidence of a sign of life on a faraway planet. Wait, so our telescopes are that impressive? Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read the I'm gonna have to read up on that because I'm curious how that's even possible to detect. And don't forget, that also means that molecule was there 120 years ago. Just random fun fact about light years. I'm sure everyone knew that already, but it's just a thing to keep in mind.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, my stupid phone camera can only do 3x. How can they do like 120 light years down to the molecular level? It's crazy.
Where's the cave? Jumps out of the shadows and beats up useless thugs? Anyone? No? Good.
Must be huge by now. Yeah. Yeah, physics gets really fucking weird when you look at it at a really small level or a really big level.
Come any closer, and I'll take you.
You monster! You evil!
Yeah, I figure we're not talking like sentient life or anything. I understand physics better now after playing Starfield. Yeah, totally. My newfound understanding of physics is that we need something called a grav drive if we want to go to space. Maybe there's sentient plants? I suppose so. Why not?
Let me go, you crazy bitch!
Dude, I'm a bit of a traveler of the universe. Yeah. That sounds about right. Those things were designed to last, not forever, literally, but basically forever.
Why'd he open up access to this tunnel in the first place? Questioning the boss again? You've done nothing but whine since we got busted out. It's the bat!
This is the warden. It is vital that everyone unload their side-ons immediately. I recommend unloading them into... I can't read this. Unloading them into your head.
Want some of this?
Dead?
Think so.
Everyone will pay.
I'm up here!
Could you imagine if just playing a game about being a billionaire could make you a billionaire? That'd be crazy.
There's always a way out. Always.
95% of the population think the sun is yellow. I mean, yeah. That doesn't sound right.
You stay here. Lock this gate when I leave.
Good idea.
It's one of those things that, like, if you've never been given a reason to think about it, why would you think about it, you know? And it's not like you just look at the sun and be like, oh yes, it's actually not the color it is in picture books for children. You know? Oh, rip that guy.
Patient pacification system deactivated.
Yeah, my understanding is that stars are just like one gigantic fusion reaction. Glad you think so, W Keys.
Look who's finally turned up, the Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs?
Yeah, I mean, why do you think that was the line?
Problemo for ya. Don't fear, that's cheating, Babs. Time to turn. Where can I get me one of those? Time for me to go, Babs. I'll miss you. Not. Oh, and now you.
I mean, as soon as you figure out a way to do that, John, I'm all aboard.
Get the security gate down. Hurry!
Not really the sun itself, but fusion power in general has been kind of the pipe dream of science for a long time.
Come on, keep up. You getting tired? Let me give you a little help.
Still talking about space? I don't know. Why are we talking about anything at all? It's just where the conversation went. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's really not that much going on in the video game right now. That's particularly noteworthy. And like, we always talk about the video game. I don't mind talking about something else. Whoops. Yeah, that was almost a good fight.
Oracle, I'm done.
Deacon was joking. We should not talk about the Batmobile at night. Nobody cares what your opinion is. Saw going under the plant news be like, well, this is important, we'll never go there. Yeah, I mean, average internet comment being dumb.
Just a warm-up, that's. And to be
Water is wet, you know?
okay job. Let's call it a B+. But listen,
I mean, if we send enough monkeys to space, statistically they'll figure something out eventually, right? That's how that works. How many holes does a cardboard cylinder have? One really big one.
Evening, residents of Joker Asylum. Someone crazy against the crash of the party early. I say crazy, I mean psycho. What a morning. Voices including fools.
Protonella, thank you for the Prime sub. Greatly appreciate it.
with the power of a god? You do? Well, today's your lucky day. Just sign up for my Titan program, and
If anyone could hear me right now, if someone could do exclamation point ads, that would be helpful.
no longer have to open cans. And you know what's best?
Thanks.
Final pack of
I should pick up Harley Quinn's trail. I can't waste any time in finding the Titan production plant.
So some people just don't like thinking about abstract concepts and consider them a waste of time. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely get that, but like, it doesn't take a genius to realize that by just learning more about how the universe works, we can potentially actually solve problems in a useful way. Hey, James Bond. I'm doing all right.
Thanks.
Hey, Trippy, Trappy. Not sure what you were going for there, but welcome to the stream.
you, the persistent one. That's always one step ahead. It won't be long before I have an army of... Just imagine.
I think it's more like...
Carry through...
Well, no, I guess it could be less than 50%.
To find a way through this mess.
Depends how many people are at 100 IQ. IQ doesn't really mean anything on its own, though.
You are performing just below my predicted expectations. At this rate, you'll never beat me.
I mean, I don't think that's why. At a high level, IQ is just supposed to be like...
Joker's men are all wearing the security collar.
Like 100 IQ is always the average, and the like scale adjusts based on... Like if everyone in the world got 10 points smarter, whatever that even means, then everyone would, it would just correct itself because the average IQ would go up by 10, or I don't know. I don't think I'm explaining this very well.
The Titan production plant guarded. I should pick up.
It's a relative metric relative to the average intelligence of a person. Yeah, but I mean like the whole sum of humanity. But also the whole testing methodology for IQ tests is fundamentally very flawed and doesn't necessarily tell you anything. So you can't really take the numbers at face value. Hey, Louis. Thanks for the good luck. I mean, there are legitimate use cases for it, but people definitely overuse it or overstate its importance. Yeah.
Oracle.
On hard, yeah.
I'm going to need something to get over this ravine.
Don't worry, we'll get there. Am I gonna do another 100% Batman game when I feel like it? Also, yeah, I am definitely a masochist. Who isn't? A lot of people, actually. It's kind of weird. I don't know how they, like, get anything done. You're forgetting there's a Suicide Squad game coming out? I wish I could forget. That'd be nice.
Switch to my forensics scanner and locate the trail.
How many times has it been pushed back? I think only 2 or 3 times. Which is kind of typical these days. It's not as bad as, like, Skull and Bones is like 7 or 8 delays, and now it's delayed indefinitely.
What's he doing? Wait.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend not getting your hopes up.
Stay alert and don't screw up.
Getting our upgrades, man.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's still delayed indefinitely, though.
I want him dead. I won't let him hurt my babies again.
I can't believe you let poor little Ivy cry in the dark. You're so bad. Oh, gotta say, the results are a little different.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're kind of cool sometimes, I guess. But, like, they're not even close to the coolest DC thing, and, like...
Used to attack Gotham last year. They're deadly.
I don't know why DC just went so ridiculously hard on those characters for such a long time. Particularly Harley, but really just the whole thing. Don't know what they're accomplishing such as late. Well, they're not planning to fundamentally change the game. They're just polishing. That's all there is to it. Like, as far as I know, the delay had nothing to do with the criticisms or anything. It's just that they needed more time. Apparently, internally, they're pretty happy with the game and think it's pretty fun. So, like, they're not interested in, like, drastically changing the game. Anyway. In this game, English is faster most of the time, so we just play in English. In Night, we haven't done the formal language testing yet, because that game has a lot of dialogue and nobody has time to do it. Or nobody just wants to, either. Nice triple. Planning to speedrun the game when I finish it. What, Suicide Squad? I'm not even planning to play Suicide Squad. The game looks boring as fuck. Also, speedrunning it will probably be a nightmare because it's forced online. So I don't even know if that would work or how it would work. Oh, I almost golded. Speedrun Night's language testing? Yeah, that's how that works. I mean, that is a lot of media for one group that is not like an A-list group.
Hey, sweetums, you're gonna miss the party.
Hello, new patient. This is Head of Security at Joker. If you have any questions,
Especially when you compare to like Superman, like one of their most recognizable characters has had like barely anything in the last 10 years.
You have to listen to me! It's a mistake! I didn't do it!
Batman, can you hear me? They're taking us outside. They're gonna kill us all.
You were right, Mr. J. Classic martyr case, the delusions of grandeur.
I gotta run this game the other day. Got the disconnect from the last thing in the third phase of the Titan Joker fight. Jesus Christ, that's awful.
Not looking too good.
No, he's not. We really should feel
Big oof.
he never fully got
It hasn't happened to me on Epic yet.
white and say.
There's no way for me to prove it doesn't happen, but so far it's only ever happened to me on the Steam version.
He's gone. Just a twisted shell of a man.
Is Harley's walk the same as Catwoman's? I don't think so, but I don't know. Catwoman's not in this game.
Yours, Joker.
Oh, goody. Come on, Mr. J. We're ready.
They killed the service, but the game still has a hook in it or something, and it occasionally like throws an error message at you and boots you to the main menu. I have no fucking idea why it happens. But it seems to only happen on the Steam version. Similar to slow down. I mean, it's probably similar, but like it's a walk animation. So like, I don't know. I don't expect it to be that distinctive in the first place.
when I first heard the joke, arranged to take over this house, like many of them, I thought it was me. When he outlined his vision of a hospital dedicated to ensuring inmates remain loopy for as long as possible, I thought he was wacky. When he held me down and raised a kind of new smile onto my face, I decided he had a point. Situated in a small island in Gotham Bay, we stop at nothing to ensure no screwball fighter.
Believe what you see, Batman.
Bruce Wayne, a classic case of split personality if I ever saw one, have cemented our reputation as a pioneering slaughterhouse. Our head of research, Dr. Crane, has made no real progress, but he seems to enjoy it. What the hell? Our new patient's ward is manned by Waylon Jones. I'm assured
What
he's
are
got
you,
almost every patient said
Chicken?
both empty beds in all his wards.
I think you. Are you enjoying the extra dose, little bat. Oh, I won't rush things this time. I'm going to save every moment of my time.
What just happened? That was weird.
You're fighting back. Good. It can only weaken your resolve.
I don't think I placed this gel right on the left here. It's alright, we'll make it work.
How much you can take? Does it
I'm not gonna get away with this. Yeah, no. Alright. This is worth a try. I think I actually had the gel on the left correct, and I needed to move the right one further back. Get those closer skeletons. That still worked out pretty fast, though.
How are you doing this? You've ingested enough toxins to drive dead men insane. What are you? Why?
For any percent specifically, you want to run on the epic version, because there's a glitch that works differently.
Flood the catacombs with enough fear gas to break the minds of everyone.
For this category, it doesn't really matter, but I just use this version always.
He let Crane out in the first place. So what's down there? Killer Croc cell. Hell, you've heard the story. Might as well call it a Speedrun now. Same difference. No one goes in and comes out again whole. So
Yeah, the Epic Games Store.
that guy freaks me out. Shit, me too.
I've been on Epic for like years now. Consider running Hitman games? That's like the 900th time somebody's asked me that. No. They're cool games. I'm sure they're cool speedruns, but I'm just not really interested in learning any new speed games anytime soon. If ever, honestly. Can't wait for the Switch 90% runs. I mean, they're just gonna be the same as console 90%, but worse.
Will also send sound waves through the water, giving away my position to Croc. I'll need to move as slowly as possible.
Yeah, I can imagine all sorts of like crazy shit that you'd be able to do. I don't know. It's not something I've personally ever had that much interest in. I tried speedruns on console. Nope. I've like messed around with a couple random strats just for like testing purposes, but I've never done anything serious because the PC versions are just objectively better.
These spores don't contain enough of the antivenom molecule.
No, it won't be like PS Now. They are actually running on the Switch. It's just that, for this game, you won't be able to, because it's the original version, you won't be able to do double out of bounds reloads unless they manage to break that somehow. So any percent will kind of suck. And other than that, it'll just be the same as console any percent. City will probably be the same as console any percent, just with worse load times. And then, I mean, we'll have to see if Night's even playable. If it is, it'll probably just be, again, console at 8%, but with worse load times. Tank battles with Switch controls? Yeah, I'm not. No, thank you. Oh, dear. I mean, I guess you could use a Pro controller, and it would be less stupid, but it'd still be controller. Not ideal. Wonder if it'll have the booster pack. Should Pro controllers be allowed? Why would they not be allowed? Has any game ever banned Pro controllers? That'd be really weird. Top 3 most asked questions. Why is the game in Spanish? Why aren't you playing Arkham City? People fucking love asking me that. And it's another really good one that people ask me all the time. I'm blanking on it right now. Oh yeah, what's your favorite Arkham game? Yeah. Duh. It was so obvious I didn't even consider it. Okay, cool. I mean, Night ran fine on console. It was just the PC port was a nightmare. Have any current world records? That doesn't get asked that often, actually. And I feel like that's a better question. Than any of the ones I listed. Maybe I'd feel differently if I got asked that every stream for 6 months. Who knows? Not that many people ask about Suicide Squad, actually. I think everyone generally understands that that game is going to be dog shit. Gotham Knights was kind of a maybe for a lot of people, but only because people thought it was an Arkham game.
Scan and open.
Sounds good, Robin. Yeah, Spider-Man's the talk of the town right now. In that regard. Saying Gotham Knights isn't an Arkham game. 3 years. 3 years of this shit. Thought Gotham Knights was dead on Twitch. Gotham Knights is dead on Twitch. And it's dead everywhere else too. Nobody cares about that game anymore. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's canon or not if the game sucks, but fair enough, I guess. The beautiful thing about canon is that it only exists in your head. So, if the game sucks, you can just pretend it's not canon and then move on with your life. Yeah, there's a good chance I'll probably have to play Suicide Squad. Just for that specific reason, games. But I just really don't want to.
They won't get that far.
Yeah.
My antidote will stop them and I.
I hope you're right. I'm here if you need me.
For me, the game just doesn't look fun. That's really all there is to it.
Oracle, we've got another problem.
And it's too, like, live servicey.
Unfortunately, nothing that simple. I'm at the main sewer junction, and it appears to be
to appeal to what I personally want out of a superhero game.
Now.
I'll look into it. According to the plans,
You're not gonna get to play as Batman.
3 control rooms. The first is directly above you.
I'll shut them all down.
What will happen if this Titan stuff reaches Gotham?
It won't reach Gotham.
There's been absolutely nothing to indicate that anyone other than the main 4 will be playable characters. Also, like, we have 4 full games of playing as Batman. I don't feel like they need to add that to another game just for the sake of adding it, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I did swear off casual playthroughs, but also, like, people do want to see shit, so I don't know. I probably am going to stream Spider-Man 2. I might as well. Flash game would be fun. I mean, everything could be fun if it was done right on paper, but like actually making a good video game is hard. There's like 800 million characters that theoretically could have good video games under the right circumstances.
Batman is down there with you. What's not you understand?
I get it. He's pissed at Batman.
That's the first bug to see.
Yeah, I don't really know how you would convey the sense of speed without making the game like trivially easy. Which is not to say it can't be done. I don't see it.
He's making you look stupid. That's hard to do, but it is not why I put you down there.
Hell, even the like media involving Flash struggles with that. Like, he's basically unstoppable unless he's fighting another speedster, which kind of negates the whole speed thing.
I know you're down there, Bat.
Or if he's fighting a guy with a fucking ice gun, then
I'm setting down a token of my displeasure. Oh gosh, I hope it doesn't hurt you too bad.
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say impossible, but it's definitely a challenge that nobody has really figured out quite yet. No, I know he's got lots of good villains, but like thinking in like game design terms, like turning any of those villains into challenging gameplay is not trivial. At least not without betraying the point of being the Flash in the first place, which is the speed. This might work. Cool. All right, run is alive for now. Still a lot that can go wrong though, so don't get too excited. See ya, DTC. Thanks for hanging out.
Ivy's getting stronger.
Whoops. That's not good.
This island belongs to me now.
That's not good. All right. Apparently basic navigation was one of those things that could go wrong.
You and your kind are arrogant enough to think you can destroy us. You will fail, and we will become the most powerful force on the planet.
Sliding with keyboard better in this game? It doesn't matter.
You will pay, Batman, for hurting my babies.
Like you can turn side to side faster with the mouse,
When I finish
but there's not very many scenarios where that actually matters. This game is almost entirely preference on keyboard versus controller.
my babies are grown. Come and see. Are you hungry, my poor babies?
Most powerful weapons user is losing to the color yellow. Dude, fucking Green Lantern in Super Friends. I figured those jokes about his weakness being the color yellow were like exaggerated. But literally in Super Friends, he like fucking there's some like asteroids heading towards the Earth, but they're yellow, so he can't do anything about it. So he just moves the fucking Earth. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's not a thing anymore because it's unbelievably stupid. That worked? Huh, okay. I thought I screwed that up big time. Screwed that up big time.
I am stronger than you.
Health is a little low. I think that actually could have killed me right there.
Don't, please! I need help here, boys.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of established in the era where, like, every villain or every hero just kind of had to have a weakness. So they sort of just made some shit up. A plant smash you when you've depleted its health. I don't know what you're talking about. all comes down to double Titans as per fucking usual. I guess I could choke Joker too.
We've got something for everyone. Music, dancing, chemicals that create monsters. You don't want to miss it. So get your ass over to the cell block or you'll miss your final surprise.
Guest list only.
Don't let him hit you!
Jim Lee's art. It's probably the only redeeming quality. Yeah. He swears sometimes. Like PG-13 swearing only, but yeah.
Are you excited, Bats? I mean, we've been building up to this point all night. Don't tell me you've not been looking forward to it. I know I have. Surprise!
I have not read Joker War. I haven't read anything newer than the New 52. Except for that One Bad Day thing with Riddler.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I like occasionally hear about random shit going on in the comics, but I am not even like a little bit caught up on anything. Yeah, which one? It's been like, what, 3 now?
Let's get ready!
Since,
Tango!
like, Flashpoint being the first one.
You lose!
I know Flashpoint's not the first reboot, but the first, like, modern reboot, I mean.
Excuse me, Bats. In you come, boys. I've softened them up for you.
Hasn't something happened since Rebirth, though? Or am I confused? I'm very likely just confused.
Get off me!
I see.
When I get out of this... Give me a bad shot, Bats! Think you can beat me? Don't make me look...
There's definitely a lot of things that have, like, retroactive continuity implications, but...
I'm out, Bats! My...
Not that many, like, full-on reboots.
Me, boys!
My understanding.
Is that Jack Ryder's chopper I see? What are you?
I do kind of want to get back into comics though, like buying newer ones and stuff. I don't really have the money for it right now though.
Okay. I think that was my route. More helicopters? This won't stop me.
Cool number. All right, kind of flubbed it a little bit at the end there, but we're down to a 136. That's something.
I'm actually going to win. Ready?
And yeah, I need every PB I can get. So
I'll never let you.
A win's a win for sure.
Never.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go. Thank you all for the GGs.